Hey, welcome back to Tyra Let's Talk. I want to say, let's start off with, for the All the Queen's Men's video, I did start off saying the video was for sisters. Obviously, it was wrong. That's why I made it a point to make sure I put All the Queen's Men up, picture up with it, and I posted a comment to say, hey, my bad, wrong video. But wrong start, right video. So now that we got that cleared up, this is the video for sisters. Let's get to talking. Let's talk about it. Now, this week's episode started off where, of course, last week's episode ended, where Karen Sack was at the DNA appointment to get the baby tested for DNA. Now, I know I'm going to be talking to somebody after she sees this video, and I'm ready for you, girl, because I know you've been waiting on this video. Now, it's going to be a spoiler, so if you haven't watched the episode from this week, please click out this video, and I will see you on the next one. But for the rest, thank you for coming back. Please, please, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe, because it makes a difference for me. Makes me feel a little bit better too. But it is what it is. So, but like, comment, share, subscribe. But like I said, let's go ahead and get into the episode. And so, like I said, they had the appointment. Karen, at the end of the last show, Karen walks in just as Sabrina was getting ready to leave. And they're both like, why are you here? So, Karen's so wrapped up into the baby daddy new girlfriend drama that she don't even realize or remember that Sabrina had said that she was going to get her eggs extracted and frozen because she wants children one day, and it might not happen with the current boyfriend. So she wants to make sure when she's ready to have children, she has some viable eggs and healthy eggs to do so. And she's also having to consider going to a sperm bank to have some of the eggs fertilized. So when she decides to have a baby, if she's not in a long-term relationship, she still has some embryos. That's why she was at the doctor's office, the fertility clinic. Fertility floor on the hospital, I'm not sure. Let's just say clinic. And in walks Karen. Karen's there to get the DNA. I don't know why my glasses are crooked. Like, I've just been beat up. I haven't. But my glasses are cattywampus, as Miss Coffee would say. I have to let her know I used that word correctly. So, she's sitting there, Sack shows up. But Karen had already went to Sack in the previous episode's house and told him about the appointment and that Fatima was not welcome at this appointment. Fatima was not having none of it. And as you can tell, when I get the giggles about a character, I like that character. Either I like them a lot or I do not like them a lot. Fatima is one of my peoples. She belongs to me. I will claim her. I will claim her 100% without a doubt. I claim Fatima as one of my peoples. So Fatima comes around the corner of the door. She comes like from the kitchen area to the door. And she like, excuse you, excuse you. I will throat punch you. Say something else. Say it again. Say it again. I will throat punch you. And then say, I don't know what happened. Like, you just passed out. Try me. She wants Karen to try her. Karen's like, you're not welcome at the appointment. And Zach's like, wait. She already know. Fatima's on her way. On her way. And Zach does not have to want to explain to anybody what happened. So he keeps her from, two to the neck, one to the head. Just right. So, like I said, Karen's at the appointment. Zach shows up. Now, I know Fatima shows up. Let's just put it out there. After she did tell Zach that she wasn't gonna show up, but she showed up. Her boss, which is Andy, gave her the rest of the day off. And the reason, okay, pause on that story for a minute, on the DNA story, next part of the story, because it's all going to come together at the end. Andy is at the law office at the beginning of this week's show. She had got a visit from Miss Marie. Miss Marie showed up to her office the previous week to talk about her pending divorce. And she was referred to Andy by Andy's boyfriend. The boyfriend is Jordan. Andy's now cool with Jordan because Andy got the information that she needed that proved that Jordan was not that type of person, a pedophile. A McNasty. He is not. And so she got that from another lawyer, colleague, somebody she went to school with. She got all this information. She got all the information she need to know that he's not that person. And she got all the information she needs to bury Gary. And I'm going to need Gary to be thrown under the jailhouse. I'm ready for Gary to exit stage left, stage right, exit. Pick one and go. Because Gary and Hayden going to get their butts beat up. And I want Fatima to call her cousin Madam and handle their butts. Period. Period to the P. Period. So Miss Marie shows up to Andy's office after Andy gets all this information. And Andy jumps to her feet because obviously she knows who Miss Marie is. She's this multi-billionaire philanthropist. Hope I said it correctly. That everybody knows, I guess, in town, right? And so Miss Marie ain't no joke. I can already tell she's nobody to be played with, right? She's basically she's somewhat interviewing Andy to become her lawyer. But I can tell she's gonna get the position, the divorce lawyer position, Andy. While she's in there, she walks in. She tells Fatima, "I don't need all the extras, the bells and whistles. We all know who I am. Pretty much, close the door on your way out." And she has a seat. Fatima closes the door. Now, this week's episode, Fatima's, glass to the door, eavesdropping. Being nosy. Pulling a Tyra. Being nosy. That's what she's doing. So, and she's being nosy, Hayden walks up with his little midget self. Not against no midgets, but, with his little wannabe self. What you doing? So, Fatima's like, shh. Be quiet. What do you want with your little self? And he's like, whatever, what are you doing? And she says, since you being nosy, Miss Marie is in there talking to Andy to be a potential client of Andy's. Now, mind you, Andy and Hayden both trying to be partner at their law firm. Hayden's trying to throw Fatima under the bus. So, his Hayden tale says something else. He's basically hating on Andy. And he tells Fatima, well, tell me what they in there talking about, or I'm going to go in there and tell them you were out here being nosy. Well, in the meantime, in between time, Miss Marie and Andy is getting ready to come out the office. Fatima don't care. Fatima's like, since you want to know, ask them. Here they come. And so as Miss Marie opened the door and stepped out, Fatima pushes them to towards them. Like, ask them. There you go. Well, you know, you wanted to be nosy. So basically putting them out on Front Street. So before you can even open your mouth and say, I was standing at their door eavesdropping, go ahead, since you want to be nosy. Ask them what they were in there talking about. So Hayden started rambling, like, my name is Hayden, future partner of the company, this, that, and the third, nice to meet you. If you need anything, just let me know, this, that, and the third. And Miss Marie wasn't going for none of the mess at all. She's like, you can stop there. And I'm done. I don't need your services. Basically, you're a non-factor. You're a non-factor of my life right now. So she turned around to Andy, said, I'll talk to you later, this, that, and the third. And she did, Miss Marie did advise her that you need to go talk to your man about what's going on in the news, but he didn't do it, which Andy already knows this. But, Miss Marie left. She high-stepped it out of there, is what it is. Now, Hayden wants to know how she bagged this big fish, and Andy being Andy, and knowing she got backup standing there, because some stuff Andy do, she needs backup, and Fatima's down for it. I don't have to bag anything. She came to me, basically, is what she said. She seeked me out. She came and found me. I didn't go looking for her. She came looking for me. Basically, step on, little boy. Step off, get out my face. That don't have time for you right now. So he walks off. Her, Andy and Fatima, two little schoolgirls very much jumping up and down about this, big fish that she hooked. That came looking for her. The shark that came looking for the guppy and found her. Because right now she's, Miss Marie is the big shark, and Andy's the little guppy compared to her. So Andy's like, I gotta go see my man. Okay, cool. And so at first, Fatima's like, well, I'm just gonna stay here and finish some work. And it's like, no, go ahead and go to the appointment, because she had told Andy what was going on. And so that's how she ended up at the appointment. And Andy went to Jordan's. So Andy shows up at Jordan's house. I know, I'm with the rest of the people that watch Sisters. I know, like, this new Jordan. So side note, the old Jordan, it was a filming conflict. That's why they replaced him with this new Jordan. This new Jordan played the son on Love Thy Neighbor with Hattie Mae. Hattie Mae's grandson on Love Thy Neighbor. That's where he came from. That's how Tyler Perry was able to hook him. Because he worked with Tyler Perry already. So, Tyler Perry recycles his people. Keeps everybody working. Well, that's not neither here or there. So, and that's where the old Jordan's at. He was filming conflict on another show he was doing on another station. Broadcast station. Look it up. You'll find it. I did. So Jordan, she goes to Jordan. She's kissing all over Jordan. Jordan's like, "Where's this coming from? You just wasn't talking to me." She's like, "One, thank you for sending Miss Marie over." And he's like, "Yeah, I would have called and told you, gave you a heads up she was coming, but I was pretty sure you wasn't gonna answer my phone calls. You haven't been answering. I was figured you wasn't gonna answer it." And she apologized again, And he's like, "But still, where's all this coming from?" And so she told him about her getting the information, and that she know he didn't do it from two different people. And he's like, "Well, I'm glad that you now believe me that I didn't touch that lady or that little girl, because that's not who I am." But he was kind of in his feelings for a minute because I told you I didn't do it, and you didn't want to believe me, and that you believe them. The other lawyer and Miss Marie both told her. But Jordan's like, why you take their word over mine? They even though they told you the same thing, but I told you I wasn't guilty. But okay, whatever. He's a gamer at the end of the day. So back at the appointments. Pause before we do the appointment. Danny went to the therapist because Danny's boyfriend's kids, walked in on them at the job with her trying to get her little nasties on with the boyfriend, and she's in lingerie over her little brown trench coat. You know how some women do it; they trying to be little cute, little sexies, and surprise a man with lingerie under their jacket and go get a booty call. Well, the kid showed up, called it, talked about her kind of bad. It was funny, but it was kind of bad. Like the one kid asked her, "What's her boobs real?" I'm like, what? Danny was ready to play spin the bottle with the little kid's head on the neck. Cause I would have been too. But she went to the lawyer. Not the lawyer. She went to the therapist, and the therapist asked like, "You sound like you scared of things that haven't happened or they have happened in past relationships, and you're terrified." And pretty much that's what it is. So she's like, "Okay, let's take the worst thing that can possibly happen in your mind, and let's work on that. Let's work through those thoughts, and help you get them out where you won't, have it in your relationship, because Danny wants to be with this man for real." So that's what they did. But then the next time you see Danny and Sabrina are at the house. I want to say Sabrina's apartment, and of course there's always 4 o'clock somewhere, drinking time somewhere for Danny. So she was having a glass of wine. Sabrina and Danny are talking, and Sabrina tells her about the appointment for freezing the eggs, all that, yada, yada, yada. And she asked and she told her that she ran into Karen. Told Danny she ran into Karen. Karen's like, Danny's like, why is Karen there? Because she hadn't told anybody that they were going to get the DNA test. And so Sabrina told her that. And so Danny's like, see, she don't tell us nothing. And they wonder why when we find out we have a problem. Because you all over here, and because you're so worried about being in this man's business. And then when we find out, because we're going to find out. Because remember, Fatima works for Andy at the law office. So they talk, and she hangs out with everybody. The only person that has a problem with Fatima is Karen, and that's because Fatima is with Zach, Karen's ex. But everybody's dating somebody's ex. Everybody's somebody's ex. I'm somebody's ex. You may be watching this and you somebody's ex. It's not. I don't know anybody that's been with their first this long later. Not saying it can't happen, but it is what it is. Man moved on. He done leveled up, and you hating because he leveled up. Well, he got the right one backing him up to level up, and that's a whole different rant that I will go on totally off topic. I'm not gonna do it this video because that's life, and that you see, I just was ready to get pissed off, but we'll worry about that later. But so at the doctor's office, Fatima and Zach goes in one room where he can get his blood drawn for the DNA. Mind you, back at the salon, Pam is on the phone with the preacher man, the other one that Karen had been sleeping with. Now, I know I'm not the only one that was hooping and hollering and saying that baby she Karen is not sex, it's the preacher man's. Well, spoiler alert, this is the end here. We'll try, like I said, it's all gonna come together. Spoiler alert. We don't know. I was gonna say something else, didn't y'all? We still don't know the DNA because they still doing the test. But Stack in the room, ready to pass out because he's scared of needles. Big baby. But the Karen was in the other room with the ultrasounds. They showed this big, stupid 3-foot long needle. I'm lying. It looked just 3 feet long. I would have passed out myself if I seen this needle. And I'm not even scared of needles. But you pull out this size needle that she pulled out for this in vitro fraternity test. I would have told her where you stick. I would have asked her first, where are you sticking that needle? And she would have pointed at my stomach. I said, the devil is a lie. You playing. Stop playing with me. You know, because I'm going to jail today. Because if you come near me with that needle, I'm going to jail for knocking you out in this room. I promise you. But that's not neither here or there. So, she started the ultrasound because, you know, she needs to know the position of the baby, where the baby is, all this good stuff, I guess. But I'm speculating on that part. The child is pregnant with twins. That's the spoiler right there. The child, Karen, she didn't show for a whole season. Karen, pregnant with twins. Now all of a sudden she come back this season. You know how we went from one season to another last month in January? When we went the end of last season, she wasn't showing. Beginning of this season, she got a bump. And she still looked like she only got a bump for like 5-month pregnancy. But now that she got pregnant with twins, okay. Twins. And then the lady tells her, the ultrasound tech lady or the DNA, the girl that's taking whatever she need to take it. Whatever. She's like, man, I don't know how you hear this one. You looking at the screen like I'm looking at the screen, like you looking at me, right? There's one baby right in here. There's another one right in here. And she says she takes the, can you see my finger? So right in here, like under my glasses is the one baby. The baby, I would say baby A. And then baby B is this part of my glasses, right? So, but when she turned it towards the camera where we can see it, I can see both babies. How you turn it and then all of a sudden, oh, you didn't see it at first. So you got the heartbeat from up here and not from down there. Okay, that's fine. You know, of course you're gonna need to make sure the other one got a heartbeat. But as you was turning this monitor around for Karen to see it, how didn't you notice the 2 babies in there? Because I noticed it off top, and baby B down here, biggest all get outs, meaning this baby is the size of a big baby, you know. And then she's like, oh, they're in 2 sacks, which means they're fraternal twins. So Karen, you know, overacting, fake acting, not acting, whatever. Oh my God. I was like, if you don't go get your overacting stuff down off that table and go sit down somewhere. But she's like, twins. Yeah, twins. People have them on a regular basis. You know, like, there's mothers of twins. The F. So now, that's the end of the show. That's the end of the show for this. So the next one will come. The next Sisters will air on BET on Wednesday. I'm in Central Standard Time, so it'll be about 8 p.m. my time. Hopefully I can get the video for that out faster than Sunday. But hey, I made it. So it's been fun. I know I didn't post a lot of videos this weekend. And the next show I should be talking about is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Because I don't think it's anything that I'll talk about on Mondays. So it's been fun. It's been real. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for returning. Thank you for watching it all the way through. Um, and I will talk to you next time. Be safe out there. Remember, you are somebody. No matter what. Don't listen to those naysayers. You are somebody. Just keep praying. That's all we can do, y'all. Keep praying. So, see you next time. Have a good one.
6 hours later.
Hey, y'all. I just realized that I didn't give the last scene of the show for Sisters. So, I'm back to film that part. Andy tells Fatima when she talks to Fatima again that she was going to have Gary meet her at her condo, her penthouse condo that Gary bought, but Gary's dumb tail put everything in Andy's name, so legally it's hers. To meet her, Gary is to meet her at her condo. So at first, Andy's like, no, I'm good. I don't need backup telling Fatima this. Fatima's like sounding like the every other female's last words that gotten blatantly killed, unearthed behind some stuff like that. So she's like, I'm going to meet you at the condo. I'm on my way. I'm coming with my bag. You know, Fatima is just like her cousin, just as dangerous. So we already know. We don't want to know technically what's in this bag, but we know what's in this bag. So Fatima shows up. She's standing just off sight from when Gary steps off the elevator into the penthouse. Gary come out the elevator, of course, talking mad noise, like always, just noise. And before Andy could say anything, Fatima steps around the corner. So Gary's like, oh, you know, this such and such name. You know, he didn't say call her out her name, but basically calling her out her name without calling her out her name. And Fatima lays into him, you know, you don't want none of this. You don't want of this. So Andy's like, I got this. And Fatima tries to go to step back. Gary says something else before Andy can react. Fatima reacts again. She says, oh, you did say you could handle it. Let me step back. So Fatima steps back, sits on the back of the couch with the bag. She got the bag, a duffel bag. She do got the bag. And Gary again talking noise. So Andy tell him that I know it was you that tried to put that mess on Jordan and it didn't work. And at first, Gary's like, I know you old news. Matter of fact, you new news because check the news. Turn the TV on, you in the news. Andy's not hearing all that. Finally, she's not hearing all that. She's like, what you gonna do? Because I know it was you. And he's still trying to bark and say it wasn't. She cut him short at the kneecaps. Basically, I know it was you. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. I know it was you. And you're gonna stop. You're going to leave him alone. And if you don't stop, I will take the information that I have on you and put it out there, you know, and you will come crashing down. And he's like, whatever information you think you got on me isn't no information. You ain't got nothing. You know, he trying to play it off like he ain't scared. So Fatima steps back up. Oh, you're gonna stop. You are scared. I'm gonna need you to bounce. Get up out of here. Leave this condo. Don't come back. Period. Point blank. Period. Don't come back up in here. It will be the last thing you will do. Have a good day. And that was the end of the episode for this week. Again, like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. You are somebody to somebody. You somebody to me. If you're watching this, you're somebody to me. So stay blessed, stay motivated, keep your head up, and just know God got you where you at for a reason. Just keep going. Have a good one. Good night, y'all. See y'all next time.